On this channel, I'm a very positive boy. I genuinely love every Hero Factory and Bionicle set that I talk about. And I often sing their praises because that's just how I feel. All these sets are awesome. And people often ask me, hey Ben, is there any Construction set out there that you don't like? Yes, it's Brain Attack Bulk. Today, let's discuss why I am not a fan of this set. And, we'll try and figure out a few positives as well. Like how you can use the pieces in this set to build your own MOCs. Let's discuss. Bulk returns with a shield and a drill weapon, as well as some fancy orange and gunmetal colours. And like all the Brain Attack sets, he also includes a modified mask with this cool translucent visor. This way he's protected from those pesky brain slugs who are trying to take over his mind. Lifting up the visor reveals my least favourite Bionicle mask. Or Hero Factory mask, I suppose. Bulk now has a mouth, a very human-shaped mouth. And I'm not totally sure what kind of expression that is on his face. Is it like confusion? A kind of determined expression? Or just kind of a blank look as he daydreams about nothing with his mouth open? I don't know, it just looks strange, at least to me. It's also a shame to see Bulk's original mask being turned into this. I loved that OG mask. Many people compare its aesthetic to a Transformer. I've seen some people even say it looks like a Mandalorian. He's got that sick T-shaped visor with that silver spike through the middle. The shape language feels bulky and strong. He looks experienced. He looks bold. He looks cool. This looks nothing like that. He's lost so much of that original personality that he had. This looks like a different character. Now sure, Brain Attack was a little bit unique. All of the masks had to be modified in some fashion to accommodate for that visor. But at least those other masks, they still kind of looked relatively similar. Yes, there were differences, but you could still tell who it was. To me, this is just too different. I also think that the art style for this just feels out of place. When we compare it to a variety of other Hero Factory masks, there's many things that just don't fit. Basically every single hero mask from Hero Factory, none of them have a mouth. The mouth area is usually defined more by like a panel, or some kind of guard, or I don't know, something that implies a mouth that isn't actually a mouth. Things are a little bit different in the animation for Hero Factory, but I'm purely talking about the sets. Bulk's like animated open mouth just isn't in the design language of Hero Factory. Especially because, I get the sense that the mouth is meant to move and talk, like a human mouth would. When was that ever a thing for Hero Factory toys? Sure, okay, we had mouths on some of the 2.0 characters, but those were on the characters' faces. The helmets over the top, they never had a mouth. The only other hero that had a mouth would be Brain Attack Breeze. And even then, I don't really see this as a mouth. It's more like a little indent that implies a mouth. It's very similar to, say, Kanan's mask in some of the later seasons of Rebels. They put these markings on the front to imply eyes, but they're obviously not his eyes. I kind of get the same vibe here with Breeze's mask. The mouth is subtle. This mouth is a bit over the top and very cartoonish. I feel like there's a difference. Oh yeah, and I guess technically Rocker has a mouth as well, but again, this makes sense within the design language of the mask. The area is just a part of the design of the helmet. This looks like an animated moving face, which feels off. My argument isn't that mouths are bad, or that they don't work on heroes. They can work, like we see here. It's just that stylistically, this mouth design doesn't fit in with anything else in Hero Factory. And for that, I don't like it. On top of that too, his larger chin, it blocks some of his head movement. It butts up against the torso and he can't actually get as much posability because of it. Shame. But okay. I don't want to be too much of a bitter Brian. I don't like the mask. But the set does have a few nice qualities. I like the silver, the orange, and some of the other colours like gunmetal. The general vibe, to me, it feels like he's in some sort of search and rescue team. Or instead, perhaps he could be working in the mines, digging for precious minerals. and this is like his mining uniform. It goes well with the drill, right? I think that's cool. I also like this asymmetrical shoulder pad. The energy of it feels quite nice. And you can't beat a good drill weapon. The fact that you can spin the bottom and it actually rotates, great. And it's even got a flick fire missile. Very cool. So yeah, not a good mask, but the other qualities, they're not too bad. I do have one more gripe with the set, but let me save that for later. In the meantime, let's check out some of the pieces that come in this set. Are they any good if you want to build your own MOCs? Is that the saving grace of this set? Let's see. We talked about that shield element very briefly, so let's talk about it some more. I love how Nate's mask shop has turned it into a larger hat. I like how the hat covers up just a little bit of that eye. It makes him look cool. Partnering it with those shoulder spikes as well, this is awesome. Bulk's also got a lovely gunmetal torso, and if you got two of these, you could do what Zoro the House Cat has done and turn them into shoulder pads. The very dominating energy of this, it looks sick. The set also includes a somewhat exclusive piece. This is one of two sets where you get these orange mechanical arms. The only other set that you can get them in orange is Bruiser, and he only comes with two of them. This set gives you 4. Look, there's no use reinventing the wheel. Labark1234 has used these pieces as fingers, which is a very common thing to see. But hey, I mean, if you're building an orange MOC, you're gonna need these for orange fingers. You might as well get this set and use them for that. Up next is the place where his mouth should have been. It's this trans face. How could you use this brilliant trans bright green piece in some other ways? Well, Bryonicles has used it here. And check it out. You flip it around, and you use it to carve out this leg. That looks good. Another translucent element in this set is this trans-orange visor. Benjamin Anderson uses it in a relatively simple way, just placing it on top of Brain Attack Stormer's face. But the best thing about this is now it looks very reminiscent of your classic Ice Planet LEGO minifigures. So hey, if you want to build a Bionicle that's kind of an homage to the wonderful old LEGO theme Ice Planet, this is the perfect way to do that. Gosh, this is such a good MOC. We also got that lovely drill. Sweetsha has used 3 of them. 2 for arms and 1 for, I guess, hair. It sure is amazing how much, personality these pieces can inject into a MOC. If you didn't include these pieces, I don't think this dude would look as cool and as fun as he does. And finally, the mask. Turns out, if you flip it around, you can get a lot more use out of it. VaniMox shows us that when you do that, you can place some tan gears in that little exposed gap, and now it looks like teeth. And you've got yourself a sick looking helmet. I guess the eyes could be these bits here, or it could even be these bits instead. I mean, heck, this is a great face design. Even the ugliest pieces can still be used to make the most beautiful things. You know, maybe when we focus on the pieces in this set, maybe it's not so bad. But how could this look if it was revamped? Let's check it out. WinGecko has a revamp for us, and I think what makes this so good is that it's not using that mask. Maybe I am a bit of Brian about this, I do not like that mask. Anyway, the original mask, so good. And what I like so much about this revamp is how much it's honoring the original Bulk set, and his best form, Breakout Bulk. Because see, the Breakout version of Bulk was packed full of compact armor. He looked so good. He also had some big weapons, the original one did too. This feels like such a perfect blend of those two versions. And you know, that's the other reason that I'm a bit disappointed in Brain Attack Bulk. The body and the overall design, it's not all that innovative. They took away so much of that compact armor, the bulky appearance. All of that was present in his previous forms, and then that just kind of went away. They removed the focus on his weaponry. Now he's just got this drill, which is still cool, but I miss what he used to have. Now he just feels a little bit generic and a little bit bland. I don't know, at the end of the day, the mask is not my favorite, and the rest of the design is a little bit bland. but there are a few nice details here and there. But hey, at least you can take this set apart and use the pretty decent part selection to make some cool stuff. At the end of the day, taking a set apart and building stuff with it, that's the whole point of Lego, right? So I guess by that logic, maybe it's not so bad. Anyway, that's my thoughts on this set. Let me know if you agree or if you really like this set. I'd love to hear some thoughts on people that think this rocks. Let's get a discussion going. Be sure to take a look at the links below, where you can find more from each of the builders that I focused on today. Otherwise, thank you for watching, guys. Happy building, and bye for now. Whew, alright. Now what can I talk about that I love?